Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Hunk. Starting up a little new thing. Playing a different game. It's older. Came out in 2016 and it's called Umbrella Corps. I'm a big fan of Resident Evil. I'm a big fan of first-person shooters, and I think honestly this is a great idea of a game for Resident Evil, you know, for people that are fans of first-person shooters and people that are interested in Resident Evil and the Umbrella Corporation, agents and all. I know I've been a fan, that's why my name's Hunk. I've been a fan of this guy since the first Resident Evil 2 came out on the first PlayStation. So I'm gonna get into it. Not a lot of people play multiplayer anymore. So we're gonna get into their campaign type of story for this game, and it's called The Experiment. And do note that I did play a little bit, and I'm gonna start this walkthrough series, and I ended up in the Resident Evil 5 area in Africa. So I'm gonna start from the beginning and make episodes. So we're gonna start off at the first mission called The Deadly Experiment. And here we go. Abraham Jackson. The day is finally upon us. We're resuming the experiments. Sure took their sweet time, but enough about that. We'll start with the abandoned Umbrella research facility. You'll find plenty of researchers there, or what's left of them. The zombies are very hungry, and they've been waiting for a long time. Do try to stay alive, but I won't be holding my breath or anything. Deadly Experiment. I love the graphics, you know. I like how the atmosphere of it, playing in the research. Right there, I'm assuming that was Mr. Death, you know, Grim Reaper. So my objective is to collect DNA samples.
This one's mine.
Chops health.
Sample obtained.
I know after playing this, I wasn't too fond of this because it was pretty easy. And then after playing, I was already level like 200, maybe 300. And I was like, you know, I'm just gonna try this. And I played it through, and the ending actually really surprised me. I really wish that they put a little more work into this game. You know, I love the graphics. I love this third-person view type. You know, he's in the corner. You know, it doesn't expose everything. This is, you know, pretty much it's basically first-person shooter, but you got your guy on the left. You know, something new. I don't know if there's another game that actually does it, but the graphics are pretty nice for it being released in 2016. Have like little storylines to it. So in the beginning, you'll read this bottom portion where these letterings will come up, and after you beat it, there's a second paragraph down below. So, hey, you're still alive. Somehow, in accordance with protocol, I'm raising the difficulty. So let me level with you, 3A-7. If you fail, you die, and I lose out on my chance to get ahead. We're in the same boat here, buddy. I'm putting my life on the line. Spicing things up. Abraham Jackson. The survival rate for the experiments last year were far too low. That asshole with the huge nose from the inquiry board tasked me with making them more effective. I won't make the same mistakes. Let's start with the PDW. This should increase your odds. Okay. See, in one of the Resident Evils, I remember for the DS, they had a secret outfit for Hunk, which was Reaper type with the brown robe and the scythe with the white gas mask. That was pretty cool. So the mechanics in this game is really nice. I do like it, but it just multiplayer was just super buggy. Didn't have, you know, they just didn't keep up with it. No updates or anything. That was cool that they came out with 2 new maps, but it just died off after that. I really do. They remake this into more of a competitive type of thing. I think they should really put some money into it and give it a shot. Nothing to lose. I'm pretty sure they make a lot of money to make a video game. Not to mention, it'll give somebody a job, and they give you those people that do love this game a chance When I did play this game, it kind of reminded me of a mod on Counter-Strike where they would have all these monsters and they would have the Umbrella Corp agents that they made, and it was pretty neat. I played that for a little bit. But I really like the idea that you're playing as an Umbrella agent. Okay. The rapid fire rate of the PDW helps to increase your survival rate. But what happens if the environment becomes a bit more cruel? I can't wait to find out. So the third one, virtue of the shotgun. According to the BSAA battle manual, the widespread of the shotgun is more effective against the infected than high precision weapons. Well, we'll have to put that theory to the test. I remember when I first played this, I was like, what are you talking about? PDW, shotguns? Oh, hold on. Happy birthday, here's a shotgun. Put it to good use. I'll be paying close attention to the data you give me from it. Oh, like I was saying, like, they said they were going to give me these guns, like the PDW and the shotgun or whatever they're going to give you. Obviously, you have to go around picking it up, and it took me a while to figure that out. I was like, oh, it's on the ground. How was I supposed to know? See, right there, right? It's right in front of me. Like, I'm paying attention to the zombies and the mission at hand, and I just see a box. I just go and start playing. So we'll try that. Some of the OP weapons in this game was the Vector, the Blackjack, which had really fast fire rate, and one of the shotguns. I forgot what it was called. But everybody would use that shotgun because it had high firing rate. And there was also a stronger one that shot slower, which everybody used that one. And it was a bit of annoying to be playing against. It would kill you really quickly. Looks like the shotgun is particularly effective at close range. No surprises there. Next, we'll have to test the subject's true physical vitality. The subject's potential. Even a third-rate mercenary can make it this far. The real test starts now. Survive this 3A-7, and you will have shown yourself to be a cut above the rest. Subject's potential. It's crazy how they put these soldiers, mercenaries, or whatever they call them, just to become agents, put them through some extreme conditioning, I guess you could say. These situations, send these guys out in missions where their umbrella facilities or whatnot are been overtaken, and then they send these guys in to retrieve data and get their viruses and all, and just pretty much clean up their dirty work, all their fails and all that. So it is. That's when, after they pass their test. So this is pretty much the putting through intense training and all. So I guess if they survive their training, become these elite agents and become Umbrella's dark secret. I don't know if you guys ever played Resident Evil Raccoon City, but I was a big fan of that game as well. Multiplayer was really fun. story was a great spin-off, I think. I had fun playing it. A lot of people disliked it because they were saying it's not Resident Evil. Well, you know, they're keeping the Resident Evil story alive. You know, it's just a spin-off, just like all these Star Wars episodes that they have. You know, they have spin-offs of them. Okay. I received permission to begin a new round of trials. I've changed my mind about the subject. If he performs well, that bodes well for me too. So, on to the next stage. This time we'll be going to a tri-cell facility that fell victim to a bioterror attack. So, this is the next one, but this one had a side mission, which was a timed base. I got an S ranking on it, so I'm going to redo it because I didn't record it. And this is going to be the end of this episode once I finish it. So, let's see what it says. Never imagined you'd actually ask to be sent in. You must be one of those types. Even in training, you need to feel risk in order to find your motivation. So I got to do 3 missions under a period of 5 minutes. This was a bit challenging, you know, still beginning, but I had fun with it. So here we go. We've been given special access to the facility in order to collect valuable battle data. So do your thing and try not to die. So pretty much this whole experiment is just becoming an Umbrella agent. Rest for the worry. So now I'm using the vector.
There it is.
Also, the radar was unique in multiplayer. You can see at the bottom where the timer is. So pretty much if you made noise, it would do this red spike on the radar. So if people were running around, you'd get little spikes around, or if zombies were making noises, it would just make spikes all over, which was pretty cool. It's a, you know, I thought it was unique. I've never seen a radar design like that in a video game. So when you're playing against multiplayer and people are running around, you kind of seen all these red spikes and the zombies, and you had to determine which was which. Also, they have these brainers, which is pretty cool. They have cool animations, especially when you're attacking the multiplayer opponent. You can run up to them and, you know, perform a special attack and, you know, just drive it right into their. Oh, that's unfortunate. Drive the brainer right into their skull, and it'll just, like, it's pretty gruesome. It was pretty awesome. Also, I like how they have that patch there. It says Umbrella Corporation right there. Umbrella logo.
This one's mine.
Also, what was cool about the brainer and melees and all, so if someone came up to you with the brainer, and you were able to counter it. So if you countered it right at the right time and someone was coming up to you, and you got to counter it, just perfect. Just perfect animation of them just getting shot in the head, or you break their neck or whatnot. It's awesome.
Sample obtained.
Oh, this is nasty. Putting a red dot and a pistol. So I am supposed to be getting going for this time challenge, so I actually kind of deviated from it from talking. So I need to hurry up and get to it. Minute 14, I still have 3 minutes and let's see. Still be in 5 minutes. Let's go. So this one's quite 30 samples now.
Sample obtained.
So later the missions do get more difficult. It's kind of hard to find health in these games. Sometimes they're just laying around and the opponents will be dropping them. Like right there.
There it is. There it is. Sample obtained.
Pretty good, another minute. What's that, 2 minutes 33? Yep. So I still got another minute and 27 seconds to get an S ranking.
This one's mine.
Also, what makes this a little more challenging too is if I die, I have to start all over from the first one, from the first mission. So try not to die here.
Sample obtained. There it is.
Ooh. Not good. I think I'm one more hit and I'm dead.
Sample obtained.
Also, using this brainer has this little range cone where you can attack. That was kind of weird. I don't think it worked very well because you'd be running up to opponents, and if you're in this cone, it automatically just hit them. You know, it was just like 50-50. You'd hit them, and then nothing would happen. And sometimes it would happen, and you'd be out of that cone, and somehow they would get you. It was just, it's cool, but it was off. Okay, I need to run up now.
This one's mine.
Zombies. Come on, drop your grenade.
Sample obtained.
Come on now.
This one's mine.
Running out of time here. Five more. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Sample obtained.
One more. Did I do it? I think I did. Complete. Down 4 seconds. Yep, so I got 438, so that's a S ranking for sure. You've gotten bored of this place, haven't you? Don't worry, there's a new trial waiting for you. Alright guys, so this is the end of this episode. By tomorrow or probably next week I'll upload this. Looks like it's the Tri-Cell facility. So stay tuned and thanks for watching. Hunk out.